Hey man, we're back out of here at Premier Report with my boy Craig and myself. We got a special guest right here, the legend of Kazoo on the videos.
Man, he been going crazy, man. We had to get him in here, man.
Had to. It was a time to get him in here, but we finally got him in here.
For sure.
If you'd like to introduce yourself to our people out there watching.
Yeah, for sure. My name is Galloway, aka G Weezy TV. If y'all ever heard of me, if not, G Weezy TV. I do a lot of different stuff. I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I own my own photography, videography business, but I also do a lot of stuff on the side. I do a podcast. I run a music platform, kind of like an open mic thing here in Kalamazoo. Ooh. I do editing for different platforms. I do weddings, music videos, photo shoots. Shoot, I used to work here at Premier. Little do y'all know, I used to be a media team over here. When we first started. Over
he did my wedding.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did his wedding. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I forgot about that. But yeah, I do a lot of different stuff. But lately I've been getting into even more stuff. Like I said, my platform I ran. I just shot my first round of ciphers for it. So I had I think 18 total artists from Kalamazoo, nice popping artists come together, and we shot some ciphers. And I'm hoping to drop my first one tomorrow if I can, get out of my skin and finish this editing tonight. But
could you explain a little bit what the cipher is to some of the viewers that may not know?
Yeah, so anybody who keep up with music and hip hop and stuff like that, a cipher is kind of like when you put together a few artists and they kind of like go on the same beat and they kind of freestyle and they you can either do it a couple different ways. Sometimes they battle back and forth and stuff like that and talk about each other, or talk about in the midst of whatnot. But I didn't do that. This one we just rolled on the same beat and everybody just got 16 bars or around 16 bars to just make an introduction and let people know who they are by their art style. So I was blessed to be able to, with the opportunity of people to I hit people last minute on purpose.
Yeah, you gotta come ready.
Yeah, one thing I was blessed to have enough artists to be able to choose from to have people to pull up and stuff. So, but usually how a cipher goes is you pull up, they play the beat, and y'all freestyle off the top of your head. With me being, a producer and stuff, and more on the visual side, and with this being my first one, I made everybody pre-record the audio. So when we got there, we just shot the footage of it. So when I could chop it up, I could do everything how I wanted to do it. But with that being said, even with that, I only gave everybody to the night before. So I hit everybody the night before because I didn't want everybody to have too much, too much time to write. So hit everybody the night before. I think out of I'll say 30 artists I hit, like I said, 18 was able to come through. I had a producer come set up shop at my house. Everybody came in my house and record the verses and everything, and we had a good time. So
I'm gonna be messy though. Who's the best one though?
I can't answer them type of questions. I can try to keep professional as possible.
But do you have your favorite? Do you have your favorite cipher moment? Out the people that
cipher moment.
The one you had the best time recording.
I'm gonna say my boy Solo, man. He's the last. I don't want to give y'all too much, but he's not on the one I'm gonna drop tomorrow. But he's in one of the men's. So I did a men's group, a women's group, and then it's kind of the third group was supposed to be like a mixed group. Some of the guys that want to go and by themselves, and then some of the girls who feel like they can rock with the guys type deal. But like I said, some of the artists fell through, and I had to change some stuff around. So it just ended up being the third men's group type deal, and I try to mix it up with flows and styles and stuff. So basically what I did was I took like the basic hip hop rappers that be flowing and with the hard rap, and I gave them a melody beat. I gave them a mix melody. So I gave them a challenge, and then I gave all the people who already mixed like that be flowing and singing all that, I gave them the drill beat. So I try to see what they kind of, and when I mashed all together, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I just did, but once everybody hear it, hopefully it got the same kind of attention to it that I'm giving to it, because just from watching what I'm editing and stuff, I'm like, well.
And this is dropping on what platform?
So I'm gonna drop the actual video on my YouTube channel. I got a couple YouTube channels, but the one I'm dropping this one on is called In the Attic Kazoo.
In the Attic Kazoo?
Yep. So that's also the platform that I run. It's a music platform. Like I said, artists come in, they do a quick little interview, then we jump into the open mic challenge. So I got in my actual attic, I got it set up, for as a whole studio. I got the mic hanging from the ceiling and stuff, so they come in and do their performance. I got the logo in the background.
That's lit.
I got half the wall red, so artists can come in and sign their signature on the wall and stuff like that. I got a whole full production.
Get that in the booth feeling.
Yeah, somebody told me the other day, it was like, man, you trying to be Big Tigger in the zoo and stuff? I was like, man, I'm trying to be G-Weezy. Right. I'm trying to do. But that's basically pretty much you know, what I got going on. You know.
What sparked your idea to start that?
That's a great question. A few people asking me that. So actually, couple of things. You know, one, I have a creator mind. I got real ADHD, so it's like I have 35,000 things running in my mind, and I just got to pick which one I want to do at the moment.
Right.
But the actual idea started from earlier last year, I think around April or May it was or whatever. My guy Cobb Tree. Shout out to my guy Cobb Tree. But he's one of the artists that I work with and stuff like that. He actually paid me to come to this event called South by Southwest in Texas. It's in Austin, Texas. It's like a week-long event where different popular artists come through and they perform and stuff like that. A lot of underground artists come through to try to get their word out. It's like if anybody been in New Orleans, you know what Bourbon Street is. How it's like one long street with businesses and stuff like that.
That's my hometown.
Oh yeah, well yeah, shit. Yeah, I ain't gotta tell you, you know. So, but yeah, it's basically I think it's called 9th Street down there. It's or 6th Street, I think it is. One long street. But nothing but bars and clubs and liquor stores and all type of stuff. And then that whole week is just, all you see is nothing but like people networking and getting money and you know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because I was just joking about with my boy the other day. I'm big on networking. So, you know, a lot of people see me with a lot of artists and stuff and I'm like, damn, how you get with It's because I network. You know?
Right.
A lot of people do what they do to go get on stage, or if they end up getting around somebody, they try to take a quick pic with them and stuff and go home and just get on the book and take. I'm not
trying to get comfortable.
I'm trying to get
them,
around people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get somebody to book me to do such and such. You know, so
for sure.
That's how I just come at stuff. So the next time somebody come around, they think about it. Oh, you already over there, so boo boo boo. So that's how I end up getting on stage with a lot of people like G Herbo and Dave East, Sada Baby, Cash Kid, GT. I mean, I got a long list. I ain't gonna say a lot, but yeah, that's just pretty much what the movement been on. But basically, he paid for me to go down there, and really the mission was just to go down there and get some footage of him doing his thing. You know, what artists supposed to go down there and do. But really, it was such a amazing thing. And, you know, it's so funny because our trip getting down there was so messed up. It was so messed up. He booked us front tier. And, you know, they was almost trying not to let us get on a flight. Then we finally got a flight. Instead of going straight from here to Texas, we ended up having to go to Colorado first and for 18 hours or whatnot. So it was everything in the book was trying to go wrong. We were just trying to make lemonade out of lemons, you know, and it ended up being so great. But we finally got down there and just the whole experience, like the whole atmosphere, with no violence, when people do, you know, everybody's just there to have fun and network. That was the biggest thing, network, business, getting your art out there, DJs there, producers. And every time you turn around, you run in and bump into somebody who you think you know. We came out the hotel, and not even 2 minutes, we seen Arsenal the Rebel, and we looking at him like and he looking at us thinking we somebody. That's how it is. Like anybody could be anybody. And we had to take a picture and stuff. He like, oh, y'all here, woo woo. Yeah, I perform at 7. Come over here. We'll let y'all in the VIP. Boom, there it is. Then that turned. We in the VIP. We run into DJ Holiday Season. That dude, a lot of Jeezy working. Ran into him. Chop it up with him. And it was a light conversation. Then just so happened, you know, it was a VIP parking lot for all the big artists, but I think it was like $150, $200 to park in there. You know, he ended up parking up the street, like on the side of the street where the parking meter's at. And I think the parking meter is only good for like 2 hours. So, you know, he one of them rich, cheap dudes. So everybody, all these raggedy cars on the side of the street. You got a big black Escalade in the middle, and then they go back to the old Ford Focuses. And it seems like every 2 hours where his thing, he bought one of those little power scooters, so he'll ride his little scooter up to the thing. And put his couple change.
That's saving money.
And every 2 hours he did that. Just so happened we ran into him, and about the second, third time, he's like, "Damn, y'all moving around like I'm moving around." And just talking to him a few minutes, that turned into, well, shoot, if y'all trying to come back next year, hit me up. I'll get y'all a badge. So y'all can get into the real such and such. Say less. No, just the whole atmosphere like that. Just, you know, and then while I was down there, I ended up bumping into the platforms that's kind of like mine, but they're way on bigger stills, like on the radar. A lot of people that watch like Kais and that platform and stuff right now.
Oh, you met them out there on the radar? That's lit.
I bumped into them, got their contact info. Kid L, that's big in Detroit. He do real big interviews. What's the Auntie House out in Detroit, Kentucky? They was out there and just basically bumping into them, and I'm not even interested in that, but they just giving me the sauce. I'm asking questions, like, you know,
just give me the sauce.
And then just looking stuff up. It's a lot of platforms like that. But the only one in the Midwest is the Auntie House. And that's in Detroit and Kentucky. It's so much raw talent. There's so many people in Kalamazoo
In between
alone,
that.
let alone Portage and Battle Creek and Muskegon and Benton Harbor.
Yeah.
That's way better than anybody I've seen come on through. So I was like, let me try to just start something for the hometown. Because it's not about the money for real. I still got to eat at the end of the day, feed the kids. But it's not about the money. I only charge $100 a session.
Right.
The session comes with
a video,
a 5-minute interview, so you can introduce yourself and all that stuff. It comes with a basic music video. That's what it is.
Basically,
a basic music video, and you get a package of professional photos in front of the In the Attic sign, all type of stuff for $100. So you can't really beat that.
And you exploring them on your platform,
right on the platform,
which you building yourself.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
So the more people I get
you
on,
behind the camera, ain't like you got somebody else. You doing the work.
It's me doing most of the work. So
and the editing.
That's got its pros and cons to it too. You know. So, but it's definitely been an experience, and I've been having fun with it so far. But yeah, that's been where I've been at. And hiding, I guess.
He said hiding. But you have been out the way. I definitely noticed you've been out the way, and I've been seeing some of the videos that you have done and things like that. Who was the one that you brought up was like shocked you? It's like, dang, I didn't know you was that cold.
As far as on my platform?
Yeah.
Or that was new to your ear.
That's new to my ear. That was popping.
I was like, oh, okay.
Because we just hit. So the only reason why I did the ciphers is because I ended at season 1. So we hit 60 people to come in the platform in the attic. So I had to have 60 people in my actual house. So, but basically I ended it at 60, and I'm gonna call that like season 1 in the attic, and I'm gonna end every season with a group of ciphers like I just did type deal. And then I'm probably next one, I'm probably go like another 50 or 60 and do it again type deal. So that's what I'm saying. So basically, what I'm saying it's been a lot of people. So hopefully
they'll make.
Let me scroll. I can actually answer that though. Let me just look and see who all I did, because it's a lot of people who actually shocked me though. A lot of people who I know from like middle school, high school, and I even be around and stuff. And they hit me up like, let me come in the attic, and I'm just like, I'm laughing like, just come on in, talk to your woo-woo. And then come in and actually perform some real, like, what up?
Be like that, damn.
What made you, you can look while I ask, what made you so comfortable with letting people in your home?
So that's I get that question a lot too, and
like 60 a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people. And then on top of that, think about the amount of guests and people and stuff. Every person
that they bring,
you know what I'm saying? So
I
I even try to be like I try to be as hospitable as I can,
right.
However you want to say it. But once you actually get, the thing is, you gotta actually like walk through my house to get to the stairs, to get to the attic. So you do see like a little bit of my house and whatnot. And I'm not the most cleanly person in the world, you know what I'm saying? Because I got kids and whatnot and stuff. But I try not to keep it where people could come through, have the time, and go home like, damn, gee, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no crazy, stuff like that. But as far as once you get into the attic, I try to be as hospitable as possible. I keep a mini fridge up there. I keep drinks. I got a whole thing of snacks and cookies and crackers.
See, man, you doing it from the rooter to the tutor.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying to, I'm trying to do.
A to B, that's like, they I'll be glad to pay the 100. Like,
And I think a lot more people seeing that, because people like, damn, a lot of people at first was like, he charged to come in there. I thought people were just coming there, but then after seeing like people or hearing people experiences and talking about it, it's like, okay, why he only charging 100 for that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For real though.
But I mean,
for real.
You know what? I ain't got to finish looking. I think the most person that shocked me was my boy Deontay Hall.
Deontay Hall.
That's the one that he a gospel rapper.
Okay.
And you already know it's already a terrible stigma on like gospel rap, because it's already super cliche. It's already hard to keep viewers interested in stuff.
Especially like young viewers.
Yeah, because even as me, like, I'm a Christian. I got cross tattoos everywhere in the West, and I you know what I'm saying. But even still, I scroll up and I see some of that stuff sometimes, and I like it, and then I just keep going, But Deontay, one of the ones, like that's why I did. So when I was sitting at home making these ciphers, I handpicked each group how it would. So side note, I'm gonna say this before I finish saying that, the female group is gonna probably be the hardest out of all of them. And they've been impressing me. The females been beating the guys up on the
rap. Is they rapping or is they like singing and rapping?
They was rapping.
He said they
females.
They rap, and I chose everybody. And it's funny because the girls like the men got the hardest beat. Woo, you gave them the best beat. All the men like you gave the girls the best beat. Why you can't so I'm like,
different perspectives.
But what I did was I pulled 3 of my top 5 favorite producers in the area, and I got 3 of them to give me 3 different beats. And then the plan was, to have a full production, and I was gonna have 3 of my favorite DJs to be in the production and stuff. But since me being hitting up everybody so last minute, DJs being booked up and stuff, it fell through. So I just had to play through that. But
everybody with
that's
the
whole point of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to network. I'm trying to get people together and notice people. You'll be surprised. I done had a whole record label start by artists that met each other in my attic. Just stuff like that is why I do this stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dreams Worldwide, Paulie Mo. It's like 6 of them. And all 6 of them met each other in my house.
That's crazy.
It started a label.
Yeah, it started a label, a whole label. I'm like,
that's
you know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but be humble and happy about that, because that's what it's about for me. So as long as people networking and getting on the scene,
getting them connections,
getting the networking done and stuff, then that's what I'm doing it for, So
that's blessings too, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. And everything got pros and cons to it. Like I said, with me doing everything by myself, it's fun. I get to have everything how I want it, But on the flip side, like I said, I do got like kids. I do got, as far as the stuff I'm already sitting on editing, I still do get calls every day to be here, be there, football game there. So people got to keep that in mind when they still want me to edit and give you your stuff the same day type deals. Or, you know what I'm saying? It'd be a little difficult, but other than that, I'm still working on building the team and stuff. Kind of like y'all team. I see y'all team going crazy behind the camera. So shout out to the Premier Media team, the new upgraded team, But yeah, for sure, that's just what we've been on, little stuff like that. Hopefully, I can get a collab with Premier or something like that, because I want to do something for the kids. That's my next type of networking deal. I want to do something with, bringing the youth, even if I got to bring the sports or whatever. I just want to do something, get them together, because it's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the zoo, and it's easy to get distracted by, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know me. I'm definitely open with working with you and things like that. Your mind is real creative, so you could probably give me some ideas, and you could just take off from that. You know? So
yeah, for sure. We can definitely talk about that.
For sure.
That was actually one of my questions. How do you motivate the youth?
How do I motivate the youth? Okay, that's actually a good question. I ain't never thought about that. That's a really good question. I think I could just off the top of my
the youth watch. So,
I mean, I do got a lot of the youth that mess with me. I got a lot of youth in my family, so between them and the kids that they know that I be around or whatnot. Like I said, one of the things I do is I do sports packages and stuff. I do be at a lot of middle schools and high schools. I'm actually on contract with KC right now to do their varsity home games and stuff like that. So the kids see me on the sideline and interact. So I think this is my 5th year doing the business, or 4th year, something like that. So between the years of me knowing everybody growing up and doing it, I've been around. So and I've never been no terrible person type deal. I hope not. I guess not. I hope not, you know what I'm saying? But the kids mess with me a little bit. But I want to do something and take that, that same energy of them kind of looking up to me and whatnot, and give them really something to look up to. Do something with them, and even if it's something small like a class or something about something, or just a little, something like that,
Yeah, that was probably my next question. Were you ever think about ever teaching a videography class to the kids or the youth, or would you open to teach someone one-on-one? Like if somebody was you at a basketball game, you record, and somebody be like, hey, I want to do what you do.
Of course.
You have that type of service where you can help them?
Yeah, so that's one thing I do with the adults. I mean, a lot of adults, see what I do, and I'm not trying to say like I'm on the pedestal, I'm the greatest, but a lot of people do see me, do what I do, and dang, can you show me work? What I'm saying? I've never been, so in my career field, especially locally, there's not too many people who gonna sit with you and give you the sauce and tell you this and tell you that.
Sure.
So that's why
gatekeepers
you know what I'm saying? It took me this long. If I came in and had the people who I got around me presently now, when I first started, I'd be twice as far. But it took me so long just to get certain little things that I needed to, because people.
That's what I was gonna say. You probably needed that, though.
Yeah, exactly. If I didn't go through what I had to, then I wouldn't have the little raw bits and pieces that came with it. So. But on the flip side, I'm not that type of person. If you ask me, I'm not gonna go out and drop a sauce on everybody. But, you know what I'm saying? But hey, bro, you got such and such and such and such. You know what I mean? Even every artist that come through, I'm not gonna say I do it for everybody, but I've been in the music scene long enough where I can kind of kind of get the vibe and the energy of people who, even if they're not right now popping, I can see like, okay, maybe in 6 months you probably gonna be such a
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And
you see a vision a little bit of
and I'll try to give them little pointers and stuff like, little stuff like one pointer. If you're an artist or anything, if you do anything at home, everything in 2025, the world that we live in right now is visual. So if you do anything, you do taxes, you do sports, you do art, you make rugs, anything, you fry chicken, anything you do, if you can find a cameraman to record visuals for you, then that's the only thing that you're missing.
True, bro.
That's one thing that I'm blessed with, that it's, a lot of different people that kind of need me in certain areas, but at the same time, the con to that is a lot of people need me in different type of areas. So outside of that, so just a lot of hands grabbing. It's hard to figure out which ones to reach for. So on the other side of that, like I said, it's pros and cons to it, but it's, the life of a cameraman.
One question I have is, what's your filming and editing style?
That's a hard question to answer. What you mean by that?
Like, is it documentary, fast-paced, storytelling, or cinematic?
I'm gonna say my work is really cinematic. I'm gonna try to say, because I would say anything that I put my name on it and I'm physically behind the camera for it, I try to make it as production.
You want that vision.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have, even with the little stuff that I do for the kids and stuff like that. I know y'all probably seen some of the mixtape and stuff. I'll be going for, I'll sit down for a day or two just doing one video for the kid, because I know, like, okay, boom, he a freshman now, but maybe senior year he'll probably be a 5-star, such and such. And I got a couple kids that I did, from freshman year to I did college work for them, for the same kid for all years.
Oh, that's tough.
So, just little stuff like that. But I would say it's real cinematic style. I try to make it as much visually, whatever the word for it is, visually inclined, as possible. Because like I said, everything is, all the kids is visual. Even if whatever, that's what I'm saying. Even if whatever art you're providing for them is not really the top quality and the video is fire, they want to watch the video. And that's all that matters, if they watch the video.
You know what ASMR is?
No.
When they be eating, like they usually,
no.
That's it.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
they watching it.
I mean, I had an ex long time ago that would just love watching people eat.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know how.
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't that make you hungry?
If it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll find myself watching them videos where they be clipping toenails and all that for about. I'll be like, I be so disgusted, like, but I can't keep watching. But I'm like, what am I? I be cutting dirt. What the?
No,
but I can't stop watching.
Crazy.
Oh, you definitely speaking facts.
That's what you gotta use them same type of tactics when making film and being producer. Well, another thing too, it's funny because this just came to my mind, but I was doing a female group. I did the first 2 ciphers in the same day. I shot both of them in the same day. I think it was like 1.5 hours.
I know that.
He said hour and a half.
Hot, don't
man, boy, listen. And then on top of that, it's so many stairs in my house.
So they tired getting up there.
They tired. I'm tired. I can't. I'm getting up. Everybody ready. I'm getting to the top of the stairs. They waiting for me.
You gotta follow them up.
Yeah, they waiting for me to tell them the rundown. Give me a second. Let me get a glass of water. Then I get to everybody. But it's just, I think with dealing with the girls group, one thing of being a producer is sometimes you kind of be, excuse my language, you gotta be an asshole. Because you got to make sure things are in its place. You got to make sure it's how the visual, how you want it. And it's just funny because, like, a lot of female artists that was there, I know most of them. We friends and stuff like that. But I think we had the issue. One of them had to be gone by a certain time like that. So, now you told me that, so now I got to make sure you out of here. So once you say that, y'all get here, we get to rolling. All right, boom. You got to be here. We get done. You know how the females be. They want to blah, blah, blah. All right, y'all. Come over here, we finish this. By the 3rd time I have to do that, dang, G-Weezy, I tell you be in the room today. I'm like, I just have to sit there and explain them the life of the producer. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm on a time limit.
You know what I'm saying? And we on the clock. So if I was to give you a rush job, you'll be mad on the flip side when you see it, because you can see the rush job in it.
Right.
It's to that point where I can see how I feel in my work. That's why, like, I don't usually edit till noon to like 4. I be up to like 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's the only time I can not hear daddy
by yourself.
You can do what I gotta do type deal. But I'll sit up and edit, and like if I'm not in the mood to edit, I won't. Like I'll sit there, I'll scroll my phone, I'll watch a movie or something. Because if I don't feel like editing and I end up editing anyway, I'll watch the video the next morning, whatever
it's
I
not
did.
the same vision.
Like, damn, what was I tripping? Like, what? But you know, I get in the pocket to where I'm like, all right, let's get to it. Finna edit. Just like when I leave here, I already got everything set up. Go do whatever I gotta do. Get home tonight. I already playing on boo boo boo, running on paint. What I gotta, I'm gonna be into it. But if turn around, I leave here, have too many drinks or something, or something, get home. I have to wait till tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because I push the whole release date back. I have to, you know. So
that goes to my next question. If someone was to like book with you, or like, what's the turnaround? What's it called? Turnaround, like the turnaround time.
So it depends on what they book. So what you mean, like for the platform or for like business? Actual
both.
business
Let's
stuff?
say both. Like
so the platform, like I said, is something that I kind of do on my side, my spare time type deal. So you know, it's not my full job. I work for myself full time. I don't have another job, a part time, full time. I do my work full time. So. And that comes first, you know, and then I do the in the attic stuff.
Right.
So with that being said, you know, people that usually come on the attic, when they come, I usually do like a little thing from my Facebook story, you know, saying, they say who I am, such and such here, and I'm here in the attic with G-Weezy TV, woo woo. You know, the stories last on there 24 hours. Routine, real video been posted since before the story go off. So I usually have it posted between 24 and 48 hours. And the only reason that's because I try not to sit on it too long, or else it's just gonna sit on top of the other stuff I got to rush and do tomorrow, you know. So I record somebody. Just like last night, I had Deja XL came through, boo boo boo, left last night, edited, boo boo boo, ready for the day. Whenever I got to post, I just ain't been home to post it. You know, but it's been ready to post all day. So.
Well, like, what about like events like you do at KC, or wedding events and things like that? How long does that turnaround?
So weddings can kind of get into a different ball game with turnaround. It depends on what all kind of stuff on the wedding and stuff. But like wedding videos can take a while. Probably it can. It can vary. It can take up to like a month. It have to, you know, because it's so much stuff that you got to make sure you know, if you're talking to a real editor, you know, because first of all, any cameraman that you call is most of the time going to be a cameraman and an editor. You're very rarely going to run into somebody who hey, come catch my video, and they don't know how to edit that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to do both. And you know, if you're talking to somebody who does know how to do both with stuff like wedding footage, you know, we got to treat that footage like it was our wedding type deal.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
So I gotta make it so that I watch it and it's like, dang, you know,
you feel it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like getting crispy. But with that being said, you gotta color grade everything. You gotta make sure everything's in the right FPS. You gotta make sure everything smooths right. You got transitions to add. That stuff take time. And you know, it's different if you act like others. So I'm gonna give you the sauce with me. A lot of editors take a lot of time to edit a lot of videos. So say like a normal person that does music videos, let's just say somebody who only does music videos for a living, you know, got consistent clients and stuff like that. They'll record a video and it'll probably take them like maybe a week to get that video out type deal. I'm to the point where I've been editing so long, I can record a video, and if I want to and I go home, I can go home and chop it up and finish a video within 2-3 hours. My biggest thing is getting to the computer. You know, making time to go sit down at the computer for 2 to 3 hours or whatnot. You know, because I don't really like having to go in and do the first little 2 seconds of it and having to wait a day and a half and come back and do 30 seconds. When I sit down and do that, I'm gonna sit down and do this. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's the flip side to that. But there's different times that vary for different stuff like that. But the in the attic stuff, it don't take me but an hour to edit in the attic video.
Okay,
I have fun with those. So
that's good then. That's good to know. For sure. Some of your questions.
Yeah.
How long these videos be? They live?
No, we're not doing it live. We were thinking about possibly one day doing like a Twitch live. Hopefully one day bring up that clientele to where it's like, you know, we can get it like
everybody
that.
on Twitch right now. For sure.
But as of right now, we've been posting on Spotify and YouTube. Sometimes share it on Facebook, you know, on our personal things like that.
Yeah, keep doing it too. I've been seeing y'all doing it. I seen Cardi interview. I seen a couple of y'all interviews.
Appreciate
good
it.
And y'all. And just the whole thing in itself is good to have, you know, especially the kids being over to tell their stories. Because a lot of times, the only thing they got to hear from is the people who already made it, already did it, already been going to college and such and such. If you hear somebody, you know, maybe a buddy or this kid that it's in the same grade that you probably kind of look up to, say the same thing. Damn, I'm not the only person that's going through that. Damn, I'm not the only, for hit differently. So y'all keep doing that stuff, and that's another one of the things that I want to kind of make or sit down and brainstorm that we could do with the kids. You know, get more of them involved. But I know y'all doing y'all thing with that, and keep
appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it.
What was your first camera?
I hate the camera where you
wasn't
click
trash.
and then you
Trash.
and then you know what I'm talking about, those little vacation cameras. I'm just talking.
My first camera was the bat phone.
The bat phone crazy.
No, I'm talking crazy. Nah, I think my first camera was a Canon T7 Rebel. I think it was, yeah, Canon T7 Rebel, because I had Canon. I had like 3 or 4 Canons. I went from a Canon T7.
How much does that typically cost?
Canon
for
T7,
a cameraman?
I think was like $200 something. It wasn't too. It's a beginner camera type.
Right,
so,
right.
And it's more catered toward photos and stuff like that. But you can still take quality videos, but it's not where I'm at now. So I said, it's a beginner type of camera. So that one was only like $200 or something like that for the kit. Came with the body frame and the lens with it type deal. Then the second one I bought was like a T1800 or something like that. So that's a little deeper into it. I think that one was like $560 or something like that.
Do you remember your first video? You was like, oh, I got 1 view.
No, I don't, because I've been doing videos way before I was a video man. I've been doing videos because anybody know my mom? Like, she been doing. Remember she was a city commissioner and all that stuff here. And before she was even a city commissioner, when we was out door to door dropping off yard signs and stuff, I was using the phone and was putting together a little. I remember I found an old YouTube page of mine that I just found a couple weeks ago, and that video was on there. I was like, dang, I've been doing. I think the name of it I had at the time was GMI or something like that.
How old were you at that time?
Like
young?
12.
Dang.
12 or 13.
You
it was
young.
like simple.
That's
like
how you starting right now, though.
Yeah, it is.
How do you see yourself looking at that video, you being 12 and you being at where you at now? Did you ever think like you would go this? Yeah, would you ever think you would go this far with just the camera and stuff like that?
Definitely not. I didn't think. I always had the mindset of being an entrepreneur and doing stuff like that, but I never pictured myself doing the camera business type stuff, because it's, that's a whole nother ball game and stuff. But then, so I was fortunate enough, like, I know people who, especially like when YouTube first started, I know a couple of the guys who was just first started on YouTube and, was real consistent with it, and now they millionaires off of it still. So I was, watching them from the beginning. Right. So about halfway through they processing, maybe I was on the board saying, let me just set some stuff up and do a little stuff like that. But my actual business stuff started, a lot of people know me from Kalamazoo because I had bought a 4-wheeler. I was up a couple hours at one time, and I spent like $6,800 or something crazy on a big boy too. Came with the snow plow in the front, the winch in the back. I can get cars out of ditches and all types of stuff.
Oh, yeah, you had a big boy.
And then it was not even street legal, and I'm in here popping wheelies and running around and drifting in the air. So I was doing that, and then some of my homies, seeing that I ended up joining the biker gang. I was the only guy in the biker club without a bike. I'm on a 4-wheeler, messing around.
And that's kind of funny,
So some of the guys was like, you should get some footage of us while we should get a little GoPro on the helmet, So messed around and got a GoPro put on that helmet and started getting hella footage of everything else is history. That turned into nothing but bike rides and here and going to Grand Rapids, do certain stuff. Then that turned into me pulling up on folks for interviews. I started something called Neighborhood Heroes. So I would find like local business owners and athletes and artists, whoever got their foot in the door doing certain stuff or whatever. I'll pull up on them for an interview and ask them, how do you got into your stuff and why you do whatever, what's the pros and cons of doing what you do, stuff like that. And that kind of jumped off, and that's how I kind of got people knowing who I was, and then that's elevated. People start booking me for certain stuff, and more people start booking me for certain stuff. Little small bookings start turning into contracts.
Them contracts sounds nice.
Because
that's legit.
I remember my first contract. I was scared. I was like, hold on, I don't know if I can accept this because I don't even know how to write a contract. I will provide everything for you. Done.
Yeah.
But you gave me the template. The next one was exactly the same. Exactly the same.
With you recording artists or being around artists, what was your best videographer moment?
My best video, like being around like bigger artists and stuff like that, or just
It ain't gotta be
just me being a cameraman in general.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, like that moment was like you sat down like, man, this is probably the best moment you know.
I'm not gonna lie, when I went to South by Southwest, that's probably I still tell people all the time. That's probably my favorite. A lot of stuff that I do right now would not be possible if I didn't go to South by Southwest. You know, and it was just so crazy because, like I was saying, the whole thing leading up to getting there was so terrible. Like, if anybody else that wasn't me or us that went,
probably
would have turned around instantly, easily. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we pushed it out, got there, and whatever, and we was only there for 3 days or something like that. All 3 days with nonstop just stuff.
Right.
You know, I ended up getting so much footage. I learned so much stuff. I learned stuff from producers. I learned stuff from cameraman. I was down there. I done learned stuff from big people. People looking at me like I belong with them and stuff. So it's like it kind of opened me up to like, all right, maybe Kalamazoo. You know, I've never been just in Kalamazoo, but it's like maybe Kalamazoo stuff need to be more bigger than this.
Right.
Like, you know, it's little people that do little stuff like that, but nobody really on a larger scale and stuff like that. So I was like, let me just try to do a little step in the production side of stuff and just try to blow up and take whoever with me. Because that's the pros and cons with having artists and so many artists. Because I can come in, every artist that come in, you got to think about it. They coming in and they leaving with my, you know, viewers and my, you know, but I'm also bringing in theirs.
Yeah.
So everybody that come in, I'm bringing in theirs, and we just reciprocating everything. And then every time we doing it with more and more people. The more and more people I have, the bigger the platform get.
Right.
You know, and eventually, you know, like I said, we at 60 something. Eventually, one of these people gonna blow up and they all you gotta do is post the interview or something and be like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm big on odds. So one of these, if I don't blow up, one of y'all gonna blow up.
Somebody.
I better not forget about
me. I was gonna say they gonna need you.
You know, so I just try to.
They gonna remember that how they felt.
Do a couple of things. I'm trying to get to the point where I can get a team together where, you know, I can get local with it. You know, start pulling up on different scenes, and you know, one of the things I want to do is get to the point where I can go to like Lions game, like the tailgates and stuff like that, and just set up, and you know, because a lot of people come through there, a lot of artists and stuff. That's how they had it at South by Southwest, the Auntie House on the radar. They had their mobile team set up with the little mic stands. They had their little backdrop with the logo on it. They was charging $450 a pop, $600 a head, $500 a head.
Just to record and all that?
Yeah, just to come on the platform.
I mean, with that type of platform, yeah.
But think about it though, too. Oh yeah, because they already got the establishment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, but at them top, we looking at it like, damn, $450. Like, you go down there and they talking about $450. It's $450 people in line waiting to pay that $450. You know what I'm saying, to get that off the ground because they serious about that. So that's what, like
that might be that shot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the energy that I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm gonna go see if I can find them people who would
do it
in you know, other terms, pay that $450 to get that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the type of people I've been getting. Like the artists I've been getting has been humble. They've been loyal to getting their craft done and stuff like that. And I've been picking and choosing who I want, giving them the sauce. I'm like, hey, woo. Then you out of them, you'll get some. All right, let's really get some work done, G-Weezy. Let's get some video, woo. And little do they know, like, I just been waiting on that. Boo, cool. You know what I'm saying? Come through. Half off videos for you.
Right.
Everything you do is half off. Just because you came to me such and such. Or that don't mean everybody come to me for no videos or half it off. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people who showed me that they really serious about it, I don't mind working with people. I work with people. I even work with businesses that book me and stuff like that. You know, I get a lot of regular people that book me. They'll be like, hey, I got a birthday party, or hey, I got a funeral or wedding or something. Can you do woo woo? You know, I know times is tough for everybody right now. So I'll work with, you know. So, you know, I'll turn and I ain't gonna do too crazy. You know? I ain't gonna do like a wedding for free or nothing. But you know, if you saying you got a wedding coming up, the other photographer but bailed out on you, budget is $1,000. Okay, I can give you
I could work with something.
$1,400 package for it. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? And then on the flip side of that, how many times she gonna recommend me to the next person? How many times is they gonna post it? He saved my life, and he all that.
They gonna talk about word of mouth.
I'll get that little $400 worth of work back in recommendations. You know, back in just networking and stuff over there. So, and on top of that, just working a wedding, you'd be surprised how many times you just walking around getting your shots. Hey, you got a business card?
Right.
I got a business card.
Yeah.
And I got
Because they
one.
might have some type of business
Yeah,
for you know?
they waiting for you to stop moving so they can tell you about their wedding.
Right. That's coming
You know
up,
what I'm saying? So, and I done got to the point. My business card, I got one. You can tap your phone. I ain't got to pull out no.
Hey,
I know all my stuff.
I know. I've been trying to get. I've been a business card, but I also wanted a bracelet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
where you're wearing a bracelet like that, and you talk about your business, and but
you just do that.
Boom.
Yeah. I seen a guy that got one. It's a keychain. He got to keep it on there. You just sling it up like that.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to find out different ways to market things and like that though. I like that.
I see it might work. All I gotta do is tap my wallet. Oh, maybe it's not in here. Hold on.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh yeah, it's in my other wallet. I was gonna show y'all, but yeah, I be setting because sometimes I keep my wallet in my pocket. I'll just throw my phone in my pocket real quick. And it go. I'm thinking somebody calling me, pull it out, and it's like, all my stuff up on my phone. Like, damn, it's my stuff. But yeah,
so we go to Would You Rather?
Yeah, we get him with that.
Yeah. All right, we got a section that we call Would You Rather, bro. Mm-hmm. So I got a couple Would You Rather questions.
Okay.
All right, the first one, would you rather record music videos or sports?
I'm gonna say sports.
All right.
I want to say sports because you can. Games are more fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know, videos is I already playing.
Like rehearsal and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's more so because you already playing a music video before you get on scene, whatever. You already know that. 8 o'clock we finna get there.
Right.
Do this,
Schedule,
and that.
Yeah.
Sports, I can get up, pull up. I don't know what I'm finna watch. It could be the sorriest game ever, or I can see a windmill through the legs, dunk on the kid and kill him. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you'll catch in a sports game. So.
Nah, for sure.
Especially at KC.
Would you rather be rich and low key or rich in the eyes of the world with no privacy?
Easy, rich and low key.
For sure.
Easy. I've never been a big. I'm behind the camera for a reason.
And that was my next question. Would you rather be behind the camera or in front of the camera?
I'd rather be behind it. You know what? That's a great question. Lately, I've been kind of 50-50 with it. But like naturally, I'd rather be behind the camera because, even though I do be everywhere stuff, I do got social anxiety. My body you got like 2 hours before it's, all right, it's time to go home type. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, with me doing what I do with being more than a photographer, I do social media stuff. I'm an influencer. I do all type of stuff. So it's getting to the point where I'm traveling. I'm going to Detroit, Chicago, and I end up having conversations with certain people and talking about that was you doing the in the attic, and it's like, so they know my work, but they don't know my face. So you got to wait till I talk to them before they put the link together. So if I just put myself on camera more, I wouldn't have to worry about that. I had a few people who sit down and talk to me about that. So
you
I do want to be. That's why. Did you see that promo thing I did when I did my that's what that was about. I was like, let me just do something with this.
I'm like, he really want to cut up. I was
just clowning and stuff in the middle of the night.
Personally, I'm like, man, he getting tired of everybody. I'm like, he want to show out.
But then look, my video one of the highest viewed ones too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I'm about to do it real quick, but it's just some little fun stuff. Just trying to get myself on camera so people can see. At least what I look like. I'm more than G Weezy TV type deal because I'm also the type person like if I ever got big enough where big name was like I'll give you $5 million for your company, woo. I'm not. You got to buy me too. Like you can't just buy the name. You know what I'm saying? But if you move like that, you have to be present with the company. Right. The company can't be bigger than you. So I've been trying to get myself on camera and do little stuff and. Somebody said like when I interview, like when I be doing an interview, Sada Baby and Cash K and all those, it's like next time you do one, set it up where you sitting at the table with them. Like we both on camera, like how y'all doing right now type deal. So and it just be hard because it just be me. It's hard for me to set up a camera, have both of them and be in the So. But I'm trying to do what I can and put the little pieces together to actually be who I really want to be. But it's a lot of planning, a lot of work, a lot of still learning to go, and a lot of stuff to still having a progress. So
I got 3 more for you. Would you rather have a long, lonely career, or would you rather have a short one with the ones you love?
I'm gonna say the short one because I'm real family oriented. I miss out on a lot of stuff because of the kids. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm alone.
This guy right here.
You gonna be the loner? You don't got kids though, so.
I love the kids.
No, I mean no. but what I meant by that, like with you having that mindset, you don't have your own kids to love that you have to love. So it's kind of it might hit different for you. So you can say that,
In a way, yeah. I guess, in a way.
That's just my Guess.
Would you rather be a movie actor or film the movie?
Film the movie.
Film the movie?
You get paid more.
Nah, for sure. Would you rather film an NFL game or an NBA game?
Ooh. I did both, by the way.
NFL and NBA?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep, I did the first game that remember that streak that the Lions went on last year, that 25, 26, whatever. The first game that started that when they went to Dallas and played the Cowboys. I recorded that game. And then I recorded the Chicago Bulls versus the Toronto Raptors, I think it was, with the big goofy dude that played for the Raptors. Going crazy.
Was that at Chicago or did you go to Canada?
It was in Chicago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My last question is, what's your top 4 photographers or videographers? Top 4. Ooh. Like Mount Rushmore, who you would put like, they outmatched.
Ooh.
Like that's where you trying to be.
Spike Lee. Ooh. I like
that. John Singleton.
No, I gotta get hit. If you tell me some movies you did, I probably know.
What?
Yeah, I'm 96. I was born in 96.
That was his era. Shit, that's what you ever seen Snowfall?
Yeah.
That's John Singleton.
That's John Singleton, bro.
Oh, okay.
He do movies like that.
You ever seen Boys in the Hood?
Yeah,
that's John
movies like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Between him and Spike Lee, they kind of bounce off with the culture. Like they kind of built the culture for us type deal. But
and they different though.
Yeah,
like, that's what's crazy about it. Like,
that's what I mean. Every photographer different though. You know, you're never gonna find two people that's exactly the same. Everybody got their own style down to something. Down to the camera they use, down to the edits they use, down to the color filters they use. You know, you always gonna find somebody with their own style. But Spike is if I had to put them in order, which I wouldn't, I would just the only one I would say is Spike number 1. Spike is on another level because of the way he the way he puts his stuff together. He uses more than visual. He puts the heart, soul into it. Like you can hear everything. You know, he just make love to you while you're watching whatever he produced. Right. You know what I'm saying? John is great too, but he's more of a heartfelt. He'll make you dig down and feel it more than Spike would too, but you gonna feel it, you gonna hear it, you gonna see it, you gonna all type of, so I just
Spike like the MJ.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Buddy like
John be Bronny, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
Bronny,
other two, I don't know.
You're right.
Bronny, he's great.
You're right.
And then the other two?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know about the other two.
Those really your two main ones?
Yeah, they're pretty much my two idols for real. I don't really pay attention. Like the other people who I kind of like idolize in the camera business is it's way smaller than them. Like they do, like they're big because
no. I mean that's what I was. It's yours. Like who you think? Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like who you look at, even if we don't know them. You know what I'm saying? Put us on.
I might have to look at my damn. Cause there's a lot of people. I don't know. This is off the top of my head. I know my boy Cam Videos. Great producer. Great cameraman. He do work for Rod Wave. He do work for what's the boy out of Chicago? Trippy. He do work for a lot of people. And like I'm to the point where like I watch music videos and stuff. I don't even hear it. I mean, of course I hear it, but I watch for the visual effects and stuff like that. And one thing that's a trendy thing nowadays is they'll make music videos and stuff, and they'll just throw shit in there. They'll just flash.
You know what's crazy?
You
about
have
that?
a seizure watching the video. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't trying to see that.
You know what's crazy about that? Like now, I don't really listen to it like that either. The vision gotta match the song.
Yeah, like that's how it is. I'm more into the basic videos that you'll get. Like these underground artists, and they'll drop a hard
the
one.
Run and gun ones.
Yeah, like they'll drop one like them simple walking through the forest and then transfer to they in a house in the van. Like I'm 150 scenes in there and flashing and flipping upside down and twisting and turning.
Because I was just watching, this off Love and Hip Hop, this girl named Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Like her music video, bro, just had like, I didn't understand, like it didn't make sense. It was just like
everywhere.
How she was, what she was rapping about and singing about, the video was just going through like a whole bunch of stuff.
It don't blend.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, one person recently that I could like remember and be like, man, his rap's low key cool with the video is DaBaby.
Yeah.
Like his videos and things
yeah.
like that with his
You
song.
can tell he think.
like he real
can tell,
creative.
Yeah, one person I love too on the video tip is Kendrick.
Kendrick
drops some visuals.
I mean, with this past one, he did have
Kendrick
some
drops
nice
some visuals. He thinks behind, like he planned it. Another person too, where I know a lot of people, you know, like I said, I don't listen to it. I just watch the video. But Cardi B's production team is crazy.
I mean, I'm watching the video.
It's like popped out. Like it's like
I'm watching the video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching the video too, but just from the video aspect
I
of it.
don't watch the video.
Yeah, I mean, well, not the old ones like he did. Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with that. We hear what you
I don't
said.
watch the video.
Yeah, you know, we just.
I'll watch it for you.
I don't know. I think one of my favorite videos. I can't remember which one it was, but one of them Jay-Z and Kanye songs. I don't know if it was Otis or.
Man, Otis so tough, bro. That's
that
good
song
visual.
is crazy. Let alone
No,
the
the visual was.
Yeah, is that the one where they was in the car?
The car.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking
crazy.
about. That video, that's one of my top 5 videos of
I ain't
all
gonna lie,
time.
that's a
old
good vision. I ain't
school
gonna lie.
T-Pain. I don't even. It's the one we was like in the log cabin, right?
Yeah.
That's, for that to
When
come
they had
out in the year that it came out, and the quality of visuals that they put in that video is crazy.
I gotta probably look back. Yeah,
I gotta go back and see
I'm
what
talking
year
about like
they
they
made
had
that.
like stuff falling.
Man,
It was just crazy.
They
It was
had
crazy
girls
video.
coming out of the top hat.
Yeah,
had
it was
the world
crazy.
spinning and all.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I had to look at what year.
I ain't gonna lie.
made.
Yeah, I got definitely
It
tap. You
was
said
crazy.
T-Pain?
Yeah,
Yeah,
T-Pain.
okay.
Yeah, I always
Him
go
and
back
Wayne.
to those
Okay, I gotta tap back in
references
on
and
that.
stuff. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was
man.
tough.
But yeah, it's a lot of good work out there for sure. But there's just some people I look up to, you know.
Okay.
Video tip.
Shout out to them, man.
Yep.
So we're gonna move on to our next segment. Is basically we pick NFL teams that's to win this upcoming week.
Okay.
So this week we got Dallas and the Jets. No, wait. This has got to be wrong.
Yeah.
Because Dallas plays what's their name? Packers. So that got to be wrong. I'm probably in week 3. Let me slide up real quick.
It's gonna be a tough.
How do you feel
segment.
about Detroit being Baltimore though? This past couple
Detroit
weeks.
is the greatest football team to ever play in the
That
NFL.
is crazy.
Man, he said that
He
out
said
his
the
mouth.
greatest. He was so confident.
He was dead.
Detroit Lions.
He was
till I
dead
die, man.
serious.
Detroit Lions is the epiphany of my life. That's why I love the
Because you
Lions. Yeah.
Michigan, yeah. Are
Come
you a
back,
Michigan
come
fan
back,
too?
kid. No.
Michigan State?
No, I'm an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I respect that.
80% of my people is from Alabama. So I'd have had cousins that played on the line in Alabama, so I've been big.
That's different. Yeah,
It's
family.
different. I'm a State fan though.
Yeah. We got interesting New York, Minnesota versus Pittsburgh, but they're playing in Ireland.
Huh?
What? In Ireland.
That's different.
Well, they're playing out
Hey, you know what? I
gonna take
did
Pittsburgh in
recently
that.
did see a football.
Ireland.
That's crazy. They
I'm gonna
playing
take
in
Pittsburgh in
Dublin.
that.
Taking Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers.
Of course.
I'm going with Aaron Rodgers too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going with A-Rod.
Of course.
I ain't gonna lie.
I told you, I'm gonna have the first. I'm gonna have the first all right.
He a young goat. I'm
finna
gonna say
hit all
he an old Billy goat, man.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. Washington or Atlanta.
these. Ooh,
I'm going Reg.
I'm gonna take ATL. ATL. Oh,
I'm
damn.
going Washington.
I just had to think about what I said though.
I'm going Washington.
It's at Atlanta
You said
too.
Washington. Oh, it's in the home. Oh,
It's
we in the
Atlanta.
crib. Yeah, I'm gonna take the A.
Ooh,
You taking Atlanta?
I'm going Washington. I'm
I'm
going to be
going-
the underdog.
I'm going Washington too. Because Atlanta ain't scored last week. That's the only
Yeah,
reason.
that's why they got a reason to kill them this week though.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're thinking. You got Saints or the Bills? At the
Saints.
Bills.
Saints.
Yeah, we know you love the
Yeah,
Saints.
of course, you gonna go for the Saints. Huh?
I'm gonna go to Bills.
I think I might rock with the Billies.
You got the Browns, Cleveland Browns, or Detroit.
Detroit.
Who you
Hold
going for?
on,
That's
hold
what
on,
we
hold
wanna
on.
know.
Before I say that, hold on.
Who you going for?
yeah.
He put the
Detroit.
Oh yeah, buff them up. Yeah.
Detroit. Nah, I'm messing with you all day.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Detroit.
Nice, man.
I think Detroit is the only city that does like the ice cam or like
Yeah, because that's our.
That's
well,
like
I say
signature.
our like it's our, but
It's
that's
almost
they
like
that's
their
their
signature.
signature.
That is.
The buff cam, the ice jewelry chain
Nah, for
cam, all
real.
that stuff.
They
don't mess with the kiss cam.
Yeah, how would you feel
Yeah.
you being from Michigan and support Detroit? How you feel about these other cities or states like kind of like taking y'all style?
Because it is a lot of people take Detroit style.
Like even on the rapping scene, I be seeing like people take,
But I seen Detroit style in LA. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Do you think that's more so for like
crazy.
Detroit is spreading its wings out?
I think it's a good thing.
Like
I mean,
people kind of taking things.
I'm a fan of getting how you live anyway. Like first,
as long as it's out there.
Second of all, I feel like it's an art. It's an art form. If somebody taking your art form, they're inspired by it. So, if it's that many people that's getting inspired by what's coming out of the Midwest and Detroit and all that stuff, then that's probably a good thing,
Yeah.
But, stealing it bar for bar, word for word, that's a whole nother story, But
right.
I don't see too much of
Jay-Z it.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
We got, I'm gonna go Detroit too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Detroit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go.
We got them on board.
We got Tennessee or Texans. At Texans.
Titans and Texans, huh?
They Texans at home?
I think they both 0-3 too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know about that.
It's gonna be a hungry game.
I ain't watched neither one of them play this year.
It's gonna be a hungry game though.
They both need a win. Yeah, for their first win.
Rather that or it's gonna be
I'm
a
gonna go with
game.
the Texans though.
You got the Texans? I'm gonna go with the Texans.
I'm gonna go with the Texans.
I don't know about that one.
I'm gonna go with CJ.
Who the Titans got this year?
Cam Ward.
Besides Cam though.
Cam Ward.
That's where I'm scratching my head.
Yeah, I don't know nobody else that's over there. I think they got like a running back named like Tony Poland or something like that.
Tony Poland?
Yeah, I think, but I don't really know.
Shit, if we gotta ask about it. I think I might take the Texans on that.
Okay, we got Carolina and Patriots.
Pats.
I'm gonna go Pats too. Chargers or Giants?
Ooh.
And Giants starting their quarterback, their new quarterback. Forget his name. Dak?
You said who they playing?
No. Jackson Dart, I think his name.
Oh, the new.
Dark Cold though.
Is he?
Dark Cold though.
Yeah, no, I was finna say he was straight.
I'm still taking the Chargers.
He came
But
they've been on the road.
again, not against the Chargers right now. Like I don't know.
I ain't heard. What the Chargers? Who the Chargers got?
They got Justin Herbert. They got a nice solid running game.
And they line been on fire. So they
Like Justin Herbert just threw 300 last week. And like the week before, he threw like 245.
So he getting it all.
Yeah, he throwing the ball, bro. They beat the Chiefs the first week.
I'm gonna take the Chargers then.
Chargers? Oh, this is gonna be a good game. Philly or Tampa? I got Philly at Tampa.
At Tampa?
Where they playing at?
At Tampa.
No, I'm gonna go Philly because when Philly come, they tend to try to
shake it up. A road team though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They try to shake it up. I'm gonna go with Philly.
But still, that's
still.
You still got Tampa. Like Baker Mayfield, he not about to just lay down.
No, for sure.
That boy don't die, boy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going.
I think I'm gonna take Tampa on that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's a good pick.
That might. And you know what? I think now I say that I think that might be the only one I missed too next year. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad
because you have them good games where it's like
Oh man. If that's the only one I missed. I'm gonna be so mad.
We got Indianapolis Colts or the Chargers. I mean, or the Rams. My fault. The Rams.
I'm gonna take the Rams on that one.
I'm taking the Rams.
Putting the parlay in.
The Colts been nice though.
They have
the Rams. Daniel Jones, I believe.
No, they do got Daniel Jones, but
I think he's been winning.
The Rams' run game has been unstoppable lately.
Like
them niggas.
They got Kyron Williams, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say them. What's their record right now?
I think Indiana's 3-0. Indianapolis? I think Indianapolis is 3-0. I think the Colts are 3-0.
Colts record. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Damn.
Coach K know a little bit about football. Just a little bit.
Jeez.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
I thought they lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts. After looking at something, we gonna take the Colts on that one.
You gonna take the You take
the Colts on.
I got the Colts, man. Or the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams.
You want the Rams?
Yeah, I'm going LA.
You got Jaguars or San Fran? At San Fran.
Ooh.
I'm going San Fran.
I'm going San Fran at San Fran for sure.
And you said they playing who? The Jags?
Yeah.
The Jags, yeah.
Trevor
Lawrence?
Where's Travis Hunter at? I was gonna say,
that's what he at.
Yeah, that's what he at.
Ooh.
Then they got ETN on there.
I'm gonna go against y'all on this one.
You gonna go Jacksonville? Okay. Well, it's going another good game. Baltimore or KC at KC.
At KC is crazy. Yeah, we going KC.
Yeah.
I'm going Baltimore because
Baltimore
they just lost to Detroit. They mad
Yeah, but
about
They
that.
was at home though.
But it was like it wasn't too far apart though. Like that was a kind
It was
of
a big
close
margin.
game.
Who the Lions game was?
The Lions versus versus
No,
Baltimore.
I mean like
That's a blowout.
It was what 6-36.
no, it was look.
Lamar got sacked. That's my boy, but he got
That's
sacked like
what,
7
that's
times.
what I mean. Like he ain't used to that.
You see
He
my
ain't
boy
used
hit
to
himself
get-
in the head on the bench.
Man, bro, he was.
He got to overcome himself.
Yeah,
That's
you feel me? I
why.
swear to God. That's what I mean. Like I feel like he gonna come out with a chip on the
They
shoulder.
might though, because they. I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not.
But
gonna
he
say
They
did.
1-2 right now. You don't think they not gonna come out with a chip on their shoulder? This Patrick Mahomes.
But Lamar looked crazy last game though.
He did.
He looked crazy.
He did.
But them
But he
Lions
just-
though, the Lions.
He
come
looked
for
like he was
pressure,
part.
though.
You ain't seen him in the car. Listen, before the game, he listened to I think Young Boy or something. They right before the game, he on his way to the game. He turned up. You get in the game and do that.
Yeah, and get sacked.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully he do better though. But I got KC though winning.
Yeah,
I'm going Ravens.
You got Ravens.
take KC on that. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take KC on that.
Chicago or Raiders?
Both of them.
You said they both suck.
Yeah.
I ain't watched neither one of them. I think I caught one Raiders game and I turned that shit
But
off.
I ain't gonna lie, Chicago defense always there, but it's like
Chicago's always had.
They don't
defense.
got that push. But I'm gonna go with Chicago.
I'm gonna go with Chicago too.
Just
Chicago,
all
if
defense.
Chicago was an NBA team, they'll be the Knicks.
For sure.
Perfect way to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders on that. Or who you say?
Chicago or Raiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders on that.
And then this is the Sunday night game. We got Green Bay going
Cheesehead.
to Dallas. Got
Cheesehead.
parties for the comeback game.
I hate Dallas.
Cheesehead.
I'm always gonna go against Dallas. I don't care if I lose the parlay or not. You go against Dallas.
I got Green Bay winning.
Yeah.
You got Green Bay too?
For sure.
And then the last two games will be Monday night. There's actually two games on Monday night this upcoming week. The Jets versus Miami.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
That's Monday.
Right.
That's
He
Monday.
said that's
I watched that one. Shit.
I'm gonna go with the Jets on that though. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
You going with the Jets?
You said
Who Miami quarterback this year?
What's the
Talua?
Yeah.
Tallulah, yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
My boy came from Bama, man. I always gotta come from. I always gotta come. I'm gonna take the Dolphins on that one.
Dolphins?
Nah, I ain't going Miami.
I'm gonna go with Dolphins. So you going to Jets?
Yes.
Okay. And lastly, we got Joe Burrow-less Cincinnati Bengals versus.
What happened to Joe Burrow?
He hurt.
He said he had to throw that out.
He hurt, man.
What, he
Joe
hurt?
Burrow, he hurt. I think he hurt his foot or something.
Yep.
I missed that.
Yeah, he hurt, man. So
Yep.
that's second string quarterback.
Ooh, I might have to read. I might have to really read.
And he might be
Look at
gone
it.
for a little minute
I had to
too.
put a parlay in the other day. I might have to read.
You gotta redo it. He didn't put.
I might have to tweak it a little bit. They didn't say all that on. They usually say that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on.
So you got Cincinnati or Denver? I got Denver.
I got
Let's take
Denver.
Denver on that one.
Okay.
I got the Broncos.
So those are our
Damn,
weeks.
Burrows.
Those are our weeks. Our weekly.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna have the most right out of it. How many? What's the closest people got to being all of them?
I think we got like the first.
Seven.
Seven.
Yeah.
Out of the
how many
all-
was it? How many? 12.
12.
Yeah.
If you count the Monday nights, you know.
I'm going for 9.
Said 9.
He said he going for 9.
I'm going for 9.
Hey, if
Nine
if he
ball.
gets 9.
It's a pizza party.
But we appreciate you coming out here.
Yeah, no doubt,
we
man.
know you very busy, like how you was saying earlier. People booking you, and you got to be here, and you got your own business as well.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
we definitely appreciate you taking your time, coming down here, giving advice for the kids and things like that, and letting them know about your videography history and things like that, and maybe. Hopefully you inspire a kid who 10, 12, 11 years old who on the phones all day and doing
Yeah.
TikTok videos. You know, hopefully that kid gets serious and hopefully tap in with you and
Yeah,
you know
always.
now you got your your youth. You know, now they doing what you're doing. And now, you know,
I'm definitely looking
25 years later, we see you. Hopefully you have the hair and everything. I'm going to see Galloway in the big chair, the big building. He's going to have his employees.
Have my dreads put up.
Yeah. So I see big things with your work and things like that. And your marketing and network speaks highly, you know.
Appreciate that.
I'm proud of you. From me being from Cleveland and coming up here and knowing you for like that first year when we was at Premiere, you was always cool, you know what I'm saying? You was always on top of your video thing and you was always doing things outside of that. So I knew like how things work with Premiere. I knew like he's gonna take off regardless where he at. All he need is a camera and a couple people, he good. So I'm proud of you.
I'm still working on a couple people parts, so just imagine what we can get with a team and stuff. But that's one thing. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's one thing I want to do too. I do want to put like, it is real time consuming because I got to do a lot of like sit down, hands on. But I want to put together a couple people that's kind of like in the same field as me. And I don't know if it's gonna be a class, but I kind of want to get like a group of young kids that's interested in it, so we can actually sit down and teach them how to do certain stuff, how to edit, how to use the camera a certain way, how to do stuff, whatever. And then keep them on like standby as a pool, whatever. Because I put some money in their pocket because I got a lot of.
They're gonna be
you know what I'm saying.
If you got an event out in Detroit,
you know what I'm saying.
Maybe they can do something over here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Locally stuff because I already see a lot of them who I got in mind already at these games anyway, or at these events and stuff. You know what I'm saying. So if you already there. And your camera in your backpack, why not get paid to just have a couple pictures? And, you know what I'm saying? So that'd be my way of engaging with the youth and trying to, you know, giving an incentive for them to want to do it. Because a lot of times people want to do stuff, but it'll seem kind of corny. It's like when I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for my kid's mom. Like she always knew I always had the entrepreneur mindset and stuff, but like I said, I never knew what it was going to be anyway. And she was like, well, shoot, you already, you know, real open person. You already going everywhere. You know everybody. You might as well find something that you could do while doing that. I'm like, all right, shit, take pictures.
Make money off it now.
You know what I'm saying? But now here we are 4 or 5 years later or whatever. So I'm trying to have that same thing trickle down to the kids, you know. 'Cause right now it'll be just me teaching them, but shoot, a year from now, they can be the coldest editor in Kalamazoo at the age of 16, 17, whatever. They already have the sauce. So by the time they're my age, they already have $1 million, $2 million.
So, you know, it gives them another outlet for them not to get into the dumb stuff that's out there.
Because that stuff take time. Like if I tell you to edit this video for me, you have to sit on the computer for
5-6 hours, like a school day,
versus being outside for them 5-6 hours doing what you got to do. You know, you getting paid for that. You know, so just a little something like that because it's definitely needed, man. So that's one thing I appreciate you, everything you said about, you know, the business and stuff and, you know, seeing me from when we first started working together to now and stuff. Cause I'm one of the type that one thing I struggle with is kind of like talking to God and thinking him about the small stuff. Like I'll look up and be like, man, I ain't doing enough. I ain't did this yet. I ain't do this yet. And I look back and be like, damn, I did just, a lot. You know, he just helped me do this. I did just do that. I just put together this too. I put that together too. And it's like, gotta always thank God for the small stuff, you know, or else you might not get the big stuff. You know, the small victories count. So I appreciate you, you know, even noticing that stuff because it'd be hard for me to see that on the outside too. So and appreciate y'all having a platform, you know, let me come on, you know, have fun and talk my little mess with y'all and stuff, you know, and stuff. And just having something for the kids and stuff. Definitely keep that going and keeping the kids involved because that's the next generation, man. Y'all the next generation. So.
Next up, man. Y'all gonna be taking care of me when Coach K
y'all be changing my diapers, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it on purpose. Change me.
Sure, I got kids too. Maybe some of y'all might play with my kids or some basketball. Or my son might dunk on y'all or something one day, you know? So you never know.
Right.
You know, but just keep it pushing. No matter, like I said, I do the camera work and stuff, but even beyond the camera work, anything that you're doing, if you want to do art, music, you know, play football, basketball, just be consistent on what you do. Just take what you do, times it by 5, and be consistent with it. And I guarantee you'll be successful at what you do. So just keep that in mind, man, and do what y'all do. Stay out the streets. There's a lot of stuff in Kalamazoo in the streets. Stay out the streets.
Yes, man.
Period.
Thank you, man. Again, man. Thank you again for coming up on here, man.
Y'all, for sure.
We'll be back at it again next week. We'll have a new guest on here. But quickly, we do have, before we clock out, we'd have our 2nd and 3rd grade Premier League starting up. Practice start October 6th at your KPS school. Just contact your KPS principal or email us, premierathletics.net. Or you can also come in and ask questions, things like that. Our next program we got is our golf program. Zach, he is offering free golf for spring 2026. So if you would like to get in contact with him, be early, because this is going to be filled quickly.
First come, first serve.
Yeah, so it's free. That's the best thing. And it's a new thing, you know, a new program that we have offering. So check it out. We'll be back again at it next week. We'll see you then. We'll see if we perfect on the parlays this week.
We will be perfect on the parlays.